Hey guys, and thank you. Before I get into this video, I just wanted to say thank you for 10 subscribers. We've done it, boys and girls. We've finally done it. And I just wanted to say a big thanks to all those 10 subscriber people for deciding to help out my channel and, subscribe. So that way you get, when you get notified of this cool stuff I do. So I just want to say that before we get into the video. So without further ado, let's get into today's video. See you at the end. Oh, and before we get into the video, I wanted to know that so that way you guys know that you guys know what's going on. I meant to film this video or get it published a few days ago, but I never got to because it's so big. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut it down and make a part 2 sometime later today. So without further ado, let's get into the 60 seconds gameplay. Nerds and gentle nerds, and today we're going to be playing 60 seconds again. What do we got? If there's one thing we need to do, it is use a radio on a regular basis to capture the emergency broadcast that might be transmitted in our area. To do that, okay, we've already read this. Mary Jane is quite hungry. Everyone has to drink something sometimes, including Mary Jane. Is there any water left? Timmy should eat something. How about getting Timmy something to drink? It is not looking well. Dolores won't last strong without water. Ted is fine. Timmy with something to drink. It doesn't look well. Timmy should eat something. Mary Jane's quite hungry. It gave them water. But yeah, I'd love to give you something, but I can't. They're not sitting around. It's time to visit the surface looking for some additional supplies. Maybe we should... Yeah, let's get Dolores out. Let's get Ted. Get Ted out there. Let's get Dolores, actually. Dolores hasn't done anything, so why don't you go? Mary Jane's diet could use a little food. We don't have anything tend to be sickness to make it worse. Dolores is the only way in the surface to help she makes it. Where is the water when Ted needs it? There we go. Our supplies is scarce and our morale is low. You can almost smell the desperation in the shelter. We're pretty sure there's a small group of survivors nearby, mostly old folk in their retirement home. We'll borrow some of their supplies. They're old anyway, and we need them more, right? I'm going to be a huge jerk and say yes. What happens? The dark side. Show your evil self. That's a red hand. That's not okay. We got what we needed and came back. We're sure that group will do just fine. Most probably. Yeah, absolutely. It's impressive how well Mary Jane is handling the situation. She looks good today. Timmy is still quite sickly. Ted seems to be doing right, even though the world has gone to a crappy place. A joyful time of a sea of grief. It's Timmy's birthday today. Just like last year, we waited until the last moment to get him a present. But this time, our options are limited to whatever we can find in the shelter. What is he getting this year? Get a checkerboard, buddy. When we're taking cover in a shelter, we barely had enough time to grab anything, so the checkerboard set is missing half its pieces. It seems you can still play with one half, since Timmy has been enjoying himself. Water is what Mary Jane needs most right now. How about getting Timmy something to drink? He's not looking well. Nothing new, anyways. Water! A sleazy-looking trader carried an equally scruffy bag on his shoulder, paid a visit. He offered a simple, one-time deal for just a can of soup with a bag of all the contents. No, because we need the food. We need the food. Our grandparents always told us never buy anything sight and seen, and we're not about to start now. Gone are the times of yard sales. We can manage without whatever junk is in that mysterious bag. It's always better when things are calm. Luckily, nothing new happened to Mary Jane today. We don't see anything about Ted's sickness that might get worse. Ted is really thirsty. Oh God. This dreadful silence is becoming boring, and it's like every happy happy model family. We don't have that many things to talk about. There's nothing else, anything we can do about that. Anything at all. Survivalists. There's nothing to be here. Maybe if we try. It's really hard. We can hear neighbors in a shelter. Ted's stomach is rumbling. Ted is really tired. Take some food then, bud. There's only so many things you can do in a tiny bunker, so we thought, hey, why not play some games? They're not just for kids, you know. Dang it! We played hide and seek. The longest round we were able to play was around 10 seconds. And that's only because the lights went out for a moment. Can we spare some water? Maybe Mary Jane's been asking about it all day. Tim is very hungry. Timmy doesn't need much, but he should drink. There's something going on with Ted. Nothing new, anyways. We have almost no water. Is there anyone who can rescue us from this? Heck, no, never mind. I'm not doing it. Because we don't have anything to... Oh, she's back. She brought soup and water. Oh, you mad? And a gas mask. And a radio. And a gun. It is one thing we need to do is use the radio on a regular basis to catch any emergency broadcasts that might be transmitted in our area. She said that? Yeah. Government is dropping supplies for survivors in the area. They are marked by smoke flares and can be easily seen. Most of them are barely reachable. Despite that, a lot of them were already ransacked by scavengers. How do they do that? One of the food drops broke at the midair, and now it's raining soup. Luckily for us, a few cans survived the fall. Some crates were still filled with very weird stuff. Why did they drop a crate full of rubber ducks? At least one of the smaller crates had a few water bottles in it. We forced some of the bone boxes open and found an impressive collection of stinky cheese and a gas mask. We discovered that eating a gas mask your face is not ideal since we value our lives and our nose. We decided to take the mask and leave the cheese behind. A bucket of yeah, we got a gun and a radio. Mary Jane is quite hungry. Timmy is pretty fatigued. Doris would really love to eat something. Dolores is really tired. All Ted wishes for is 2 drives of water. So then, hunger, food, water. Food, water. Timmy's always enjoyed running around and riding his bike. A compact shelter has little offer for a boy with legs that are way too long for it. He's been asking for a chance to get outside. Should we risk life and his life and send him for a short walk? That's what our responsible parent would not do that because he's about to die. But what if we find something? Timmy, you're on around. I'm sorry, Tim. Oh God, Tim didn't come back, did he? Timmy should have returned by now. We need to face the worst possible scenario. He might not be coming. Oh no, I risked it. When we consented, Timmy almost hit his head on the ceiling. We figured that if he doesn't encounter any savages, mutated beasts, or killer minds, he could be fine back soon enough. Mary Jane is pretty fatigued. Dolores has not eaten for a while. Dolores is pretty fatigued. Ted is pretty fatigued. So she just needs food. That's it. No one can go. It's hard to keep track of time down here. We can't sit every night. There's something we can do about it. I can't. We lost Tim. If Tim has to come back now, he ain't coming back. Bravely ignoring our symptoms, we tried to get at least half an hour or 2 of sleep. No luck. We're even more tired than we were. And there are other problems we will need to face soon. Let's just hope yawning will be enough to scare raiders away or save us from radiation sickness. We should send Mary Jane something to drink. Dolores has not eaten for a while. Dolores has to drink sometime. Ted's not complaining today. What does she need? Mary Jane something to drink. Okay. We can spare a few drops. We can't do anything. Confined spaces are not a very friendly environment, and we quickly got into an argument over some trivial things. If we keep us on, we might find ourselves in a nasty place. Day 25. And we're still alive, baby. We're going strong. We're done fighting, but for how long? There isn't anything new to bother with Mary Jane. Dolores would really love to eat something. Ted doesn't drink anything. He won't last long. Drink, food, boom. Yeah, Timmy ain't coming back. We've been busy since we got to the shelter, but there's still too much to be done, like trimming that shrubbery in our yard. That's definitely something we want to do when we get out of here. Good, we're still alive. Planning far ahead is usually a strategy, but for now we should be more interested in our plan for water rationing. Mary Jane is feeling safe. Who wouldn't in his coffin-sized shelter? Today was relatively calm for Dolores. Ted's stomach is rumbling. Then eat. Can't go anywhere. We stumbled upon a weird signal when we changed the radio frequencies. We're pretty certain that behind layers of terrible static and screams, we could hear a voice. A voice like foreign language or dear. What if it's Soviets? Try to listen to it. But what about the children? Risk it for yourselves, brothers. Let's go. We were relieved for first when we figured out it wasn't Soviets we heard. Turned out it was Canadians, which was much better. Which isn't they're better. Anyways, they're foreigners and we couldn't understand what they were saying. Not a word. How disappointing. Can we spare some water? Mary Jane has been asking about it all day. What water is nothing new anyways. Okay, so water. Said she doesn't feel complete without her musical instrument. If she didn't, well, maybe her tuba. Is still safe somewhere in the ruins of our house. Last time this killed him, but there could be more food and stuff up there, so we're gonna go. I mean, we're not going on an expedition, are we? We'll see if she survives. And she did! But we have nothing. Mary Jane got very excited and agreed to let her. She cannot even chance to hear anything else we can find. Like some cheap music. We sure hope the tuba didn't make it. Oh no. We're pretty sure we prefer radio static over even a sweet sound of silence. Nothing made us happier when the sight of Mary Jane returning to shelter from the surface. Mary's quite hungry. Ted is really thirsty. Who was hungry? Ted is really thirsty. Mary Jane is quite hungry. We can send her when we have to. We stumbled across the remains of a abandoned shanty town. Someone or something tore down. Accidentally, amidst the rubble, we found a cat, licking its paws nonchalantly, surrounded by blood and dismembered limbs. As we made our way back to the shelter, the cat followed. We can now hear its paws impatiently scratching on the hatch. We let it inside. No! If it was around that, God knows what it's capable of. 29 days, and we're still going and not strong. We don't need any more mouths to feed. Also, a cat can't be trusted, especially in these troubled times. We ignored scratching and everything was quiet. Mary Jane could use a little food. Today was relatively calm for Dolores. Okay, so just food. Okay. We need to go on an expedition. You going? Get the briefcase. No, the mask. That mask. That'll be. I got it. That, and we'll get the mask. Up. Mask. Ammo. Bullets. Godspeed, Dolores. Godspeed. Better go quickly, Dolores, or we ain't gonna make it. Mary Jane is quite thirsty and has to drink something. Dolores is on her way to the surface. Let's hope she make it back safe and sound. Equipment. There isn't much going on with Ted. No trouble, nothing new. I think she's thirsty, was it? Yeah. We are almost out of food or water. What would we give to be able to enjoy the sunshine again? We can't stay in lots of sunlight underground. We don't expect to any brighter down here. We're alive still. Still, it's better safe and sound than safe down here than up there. Mary Jane is feeling quite safe. Who wouldn't in his coffin-sized shelter? Where's water when Ted needs it? Well, I hope you're happy to get rid of all your water. Silly arguments in closed quarters doesn't help. We're chatting, then we're fighting and fighting. Let's hope we get over this soon. Oh, Dolores, get back already. We're done fighting, but for how long? Mary Jane isn't causing trouble. Yeah, they're alright. We don't need anything. Our town had a very quaint and friendly place before the blast. One of the townsfolk often recalled the old man Jim, who would sometimes limp through the street. Turns out he's alive and well, and so homeless. Something has never changed. We clearly miss as much as we miss him. He's been banging on a shelter door the past few hours. Whether we want to buy a rock. No. Can't risk it. We're not gonna make it. We should get Mary Jane something to drink. Oh, Mary Jane, we have no water to give you. Can't. She's back! With a broken gun and a... She got this a few water bottles, though. It was too dangerous to go out there without any protection, so we decided to stay indoors and listen to the radio. The static was so relaxing. We sat down and Dolores came back safely in a wasteland. We believe that our expedition to the wasteland must have followed by strangers. We should be more cautious next time. One of the buildings to withstand the blast turned out to be a local bus station. Travis 5 headline event. Oh, Dolores, you got rid of her. Ugh. Dolores really wants to eat something. Dolores is really tired. Mary Jane keeps fainting. It was her who needed food. Dolores and Factor were down and Dolores asked about the food and we didn't help, and now we're almost at each other's throats about how to ration the dang soup. Should we share an entire can right now? The alternative is the reason to let her saving it for later. You need the soup, guys. You need a ration. We're barely surviving here. You need your ration, your food. Negotiations took all night, but we were able to peaceful solution in the end. Dolores agreed to establish the soup can for later. Mary Jane is quite hungry. Dolores has not eaten for a while. Fine. Eat our last can of food, fatties. We're just gonna do that because we have it. We have it. We have the ability now. We knew it. The government has not fallen, and they're coming to save us. They didn't expect they did a radio transmission, but we're sure they won't keep us waiting long. They said they'll be in touch a couple of days and told us to wait any further instructions. Mary Jane has not eaten for a while. Dolores can't remain thirsty for long. Ted seems to be doing alright, even though the world's gone to a crappy place. What does she want? Has not eaten for a while. You fatsos are gonna get us killed.